Bismillah ar-Rahim. My name is Ahmed Raza Syed. I am from Vancouver. I have a consulting company. We do the engineering services and design build services. My always concern is that we should help the community to come out to help our society, to make our society big. And wherever any kind of issue or concern arises, our people should come forward to help other people. But I see that the people, our religious leader, they are not addressing those concerns. They are only delivering the lectures, just religious lectures only. They are not trying to focus more on the social aspect of the community. That's why with the time, the community and the young generation, they are losing their interest because they are hearing what the stereotype of the speech from our religious leader. They want to hear that one, they want to listen that one, but they want to hear what they are facing in their day-to-day life or in the practical life. So Dr. Hamed, I will request you that how we can create that our religious leader, they should come forward and first address these issues so that our community move forward.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه الطيبين الطاهرين. The question that you're asking, brother, is really very big one. And in my humble opinion and my humble experience in North America since 1983-84, when I came to study my doctorate degree at Cornell University in New York, and then moved to Windsor after I lived in Detroit for some time. So I have some experience between Egypt as a teacher and an assistant professor, assistant instructor, and then master degree, then master and PhD from Cornell, then teaching Cornell, postdoctorate. Then moved to Detroit to teach in colleges and university, Madina University and Madina Macomb College and Wayne State University. And then I moved to Windsor as immigrant in the 1996. And still I commuting back and forth. So I have been in between Detroit, Dearborn, Egypt, Cairo, Windsor, then Toronto. And I have been across different religious places, Sunni and Shia, in both. And I have been interact with some of them at least. The dilemma here is two. One is, at certain point, I found that the community has to take care of the responsibility of themselves. In another word, if I need a surgery, I have to go to a surgeon in my discipline. And if you are having a problem with your car, you will not call the surgeon, you will call the best mechanic that can deal with the specific car that you have, Toyota or Honda or Ford. So, with all respect and love to our Maulana, some of them are having the open, broad heart and mind and education, and they can really interact. And some of them are humble to say, this is not my expertise, I can't involve in that. And some, all what they have been trained all their life to go to Hawza and learn halal and haram. So this is haram and this is halal. And some of them are in visa or come like us as an immigrant, or they are in the process to get their citizenship, and there is a lots of fight and a lots of critique from different community that hate Islam. They don't like Islam, and they are like hyenas and wolf. They smile to you just to show the teeth that they're smiling, but actually they are preparing to catch you and kill you or destroy the community in general. So if the Maulana, we are blessed with someone that really proactive, involve in families and having sessions and go to housing and try to deal with, or even over the phone and solve a problem. This is a proactive, and we need those kind of Maulana. Those are very, very vital to the community. But those that they are just limited to halal and haram and come to the member to mention the same thing over and over and over, which is important. I'm not denying.
Yeah,
but now, it's important. But people now said, there is books and there is internet and there is bull talk with some Maulana, bigger scholar in Pakistan or Iran or Egypt, and I can get the answer. Yani it is not. But we have to have some respect for them and say, please involve. Some Maulana as well, unfortunately, and I'm saying that unfortunately in our community, they are one selected member from the leader. So this masjid has 10 and this Maulana is 1 out of 10. His vote is 1. So he has no authority. And on the other hand, you have some masajid that Maulana is the veto. You can have the 10 members say something, Maulana said, no, I'm not agreeing. And the people have to follow. So even in Detroit when I lived, there was some masajid, like Lebanese masajid. They are American for 100 years, 3-4 generations. This Maulana was just a number. And he served them for 20 years and they kick him out overnight. No question asked. So it's a big dilemma. So I back again to the previous interview, if people will connect it, that we need the expert in every place. Those people that they have expert in medicine, those people that they have the expert in education, those people that they have the expert in finance, those people that they have the expert to help newcomer where to go and how to go and where to cheap food and where the cheapest housing and how to survive and how to buy a car. We need expert from all these fields, and those people will be together. To say, this is our community, this is our problem, how can we resolve it? And those people that Allah give them the money and give them the success, please donate your sadaqah, your khums, your whatever you are giving for Allah. Use your permission from your alim, from your marga, whatever. This has to go back, but go back to a system where this system can help. This system can help. If Maulana, with all respect, does not find himself that he can fit, what we can do, we can offer him, and if not, so we have to take the responsibility of ourselves. It's like a father and mother that they don't care about their children. If you don't care about your children will get lost. If the children or the mother or the father alone said, what, my wife does not work with me, or my husband is not working with me, or the kids will say, what, those parents, they don't care about us. They just leave us and they go for vacations and they don't care. So leave us with babysitter. I was talking to one of my kids in high school. I was telling her, how dare when your father is retiring or adult in 60, 70, you send him to the daycare. And you know what's her answer? So they brought me in daycare when I was young. I was in need for them. They let me in daycare and they went to work and have fun and go to Bahama. So I will do the same. I said, fair enough. It is fair. So what I'm saying, back to the question, if Maulana, people of expertise, try to include him to be part of Maulana from the point of medical, this is the right thing to do. From the point of religion, what is your input? And he don't like to make an input, we have to take care of ourselves. But hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, that at certain time, especially with the harassment, and I'm sorry to the harassment of giving visa to qualified Maulana to come abroad, and they refused their visa, and one community 20 visa refused 20 different visa, different people to come to have majalis or to have some lectures. So we need to build our own society, our own institutions within Canada for the long run, to have our own Maulana that live and grow in the community. Yes, they can go and get more education abroad and they come back, but they are Canadian citizen, live in Canada, born in Canada, they are interested in religion, they know about the community more, they live in the community, they know the language, they can connect quickly with the language, street language of those kids. There is language for the kids. Some teacher interview, and in Markham is like 90% Chinese. And I'm trying, the parent does not speak, or the Cantonese, I don't speak the language, and they don't have that, and their kids try to translate to them. Until one time I asked for a translator, and the physical translator came in my parent interview. The parent was so happy because every time she speaks something, she asks question, I give her the answer, the translator give her. She was so happy. so connected because you're speaking my language.
When you speak in the language of the
and I mean by language the physical language, Urdu, English, Arabic, Chinese, and the language of what the people that raised here as grow up here as the youth. They have their slang language. They have their when they text each other, they have BS and me. They have their own terminology. That once he touch it, they said, "Oh, that's one of me." He understand it. Old Maulana, my generation that coming from overseas for Hausa, they are good. They are excellent. But who will come and sit with them to listen? You and me. But our young sit,
because
they are no connection to it.
They can address the
and address the issues. They like to address their issues. There is issues now using the phone, using the computer, games. They have a job and they sit in the job playing games. You are losing your job. What are you doing? You need to, these are new issues that we didn't have before. Our generation, maybe we're not interested in playing games. But this generation, I'm teaching in class, every single student have a computer or phone, and you have to go physically close please, shut it down. Listen to me for 10 minutes. Hello, I'm here. So back to Maulana, we need to raise small houses that are prepare those Maulana and use the resources.